What's up, y'all? It's your girl Sega, and I'm back with another video for all my brown girl artists out there. If you're new to my channel, please like, share, and subscribe for more brown girl music content, and I promise I'll bring y'all the best of the best. So, topic of discussion for today, the 4 times brown girls collab with Frank Ocean, and they totally killed it, y'all. Now, if you don't know much about Frank Ocean, he is an acclaimed singer-songwriter, and he is responsible for some of the best alternative R&B albums of the last decade. And while I'm a Frank Ocean fan myself, what really inspired this post is some heartbreaking news that I heard yesterday evening. For those who don't know, Frank Ocean's younger brother Ryan Breaux was involved in a horrific car accident and he actually passed away. Ryan was just 18 years old and he had a passenger in the seat with him who also passed away, who was just 20 years old. This news has really been heartbreaking because it was just totally unexpected and everyone involved was just so young. And if you're like me and you're a Frank Ocean fan, it just really hits home because Frank Ocean is really loved in the music community. And this is really just an unfortunate situation. So I want to say rest in paradise to Ryan Breaux. I'm sending positive, warm, loving vibes to the Breaux family, as well as the Bishop family who also lost their loved one, Zeek Bishop, who was the passenger in Ryan's car. So once again, rest in paradise to these young, lovely boys. And if you guys are ready, let's get right into the video. So back in 2011, Beyoncé dropped her critically acclaimed album 4, and it really had all the hits. I'm sure you remember Best Thing I Never Had, Countdown, Party, 1+1. But there was a lesser known track on the album called I Miss You, and if you've never heard of it, I promise you, you'll love it. The track opens with this bassy kick-like sound, and Frank comes in mumbling, sounding super cool. And then they hit us with these ethereal synthy chords that really remind me of his Channel Orange era. Queen Beyoncé, who co-wrote the track with Frank, comes in with her signature vocals and they sound so beautiful, so smooth. And the lyrics really just hit home. I mean, if you're in a relationship and you're missing your boo, or you just got out of a relationship, or if you miss a loved one, this is the perfect song for you. And it'll totally have you in your feels. So y'all just take a listen. Let me stop talking. Let me know what y'all think about the song. I was totally in my feels listening to it just now. Hope that y'all vibe with it. Let's move on to song number 2. So for the second time that a brown girl killed her collab with Frank Ocean, we have this track called One Thing by Miss Alicia Keys. It's from her Girl on Fire album. And to be honest, until I decided to make this video, I had actually never heard the song before. I haven't really listened to a lot of Alicia Keys since I was a kid. I really loved her tracks Diary, You Don't Know My Name, of course Fallen. Those were all things that I grew up hearing on the radio. But as I started growing older, I think I just kind of neglected Alicia Keys' music. But after giving the track a listen, I found that I actually really enjoyed it. It had this nice acoustic feel and Alicia Keys' voice just comes in so soothing. The track is so mellow in the beginning, but as it progresses, it builds and it climaxes into this beautiful hook. Alicia starts singing in this beautiful falsetto voice, and it just again reminds me that Frank co-wrote this because at this point in his career he had those songs where he would do the falsettos, and it just is very reminiscent of his songwriting style. So I'm gonna go ahead and play the track now. Let me know what you think, y'all. So that was One Thing by Alicia Keys, co-written by Mr. Frank Ocean from her Girl on Fire album. Let me know what y'all think. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. It's something that I probably would add to my R&B playlist because it's so soothing. But anyway, y'all, let's get into track number 3. It's Miss Brandy with her track Scared of Beautiful from her album 211. Now, I'm gonna be honest, Brandy is another one of those artists that I haven't really listened to much in the last decade. She was really big in the 90s. She had Moesha, she had a Barbie doll. She was really popping as one of the premier black teenage girls. I didn't listen to her much because I didn't exist when she was doing her thing, but growing up I did love watching Moesha. As I became a teenager, I stumbled upon some of her older songs like I Want to Be Down, and I loved those tracks, Baby, Sitting Up in My Room, that's another good one. But as far as her newer music, I haven't really given it much of a listen. But since this video is about brown girls killing it with their Frank Ocean collabs, I had to give it a listen, and I really enjoyed it. It was really synthy, it was space-like. Brandy came in with her signature smooth R&B vocals, the gospel tones, and it was different. It wasn't what I was expecting because it had this very new contemporary R&B feel that I'm not used to from Brandy. Definitely an introspective track, so if you're in a self-reflective mood, I would definitely recommend this track, and if you're a fan of Brandy, I would definitely doubly recommend this track. So let's give it a listen, y'all. Alright, y'all, that was Scared of Beautiful by Brandy from her 211 album. Let me know what you thought of that track. I really loved it when the beat dropped towards the end because it got vibey and kind of like dancey a little bit out of nowhere, you know what I'm saying? So for song number 4, we're back to Miss Beyoncé with this track, Superpower, from her Beyoncé album. For those of you who don't remember, back in 2014, Beyoncé dropped this album with no promo, and it pretty much broke the internet. It spawned hits like Drunk in Love, Flawless, Partition, and she really had a lot of deep cuts on the track. She went so totally left with the subject matter with this album. She went dark, she went sexy, she went ultra feminist, and it was a great era. So without further ado, let's talk about the track Superpower. It's a very interesting song because it's so uncommon. It's something I've never heard Beyoncé do before. The song is slow and it's kind of dark, and it's pretty much Beyoncé's vocals, which are the focal point, surrounded by all of these different things. There are strings and there are harmonies happening, and she's just singing in this low register, and it sounds so beautiful. And it's about love. It's about a relationship that gives her this power. Frank co-wrote this track with Beyoncé yet again, and this time he's actually featured on it, and I felt like his vocals really gave it this fresh new feel. It was definitely a beautiful track. I would 10 out of 10 recommend it, and I'm gonna just let y'all listen. Let me know what you think. So that was Beyoncé with her track Superpower featuring Frank Ocean from her album Beyoncé. So that's all I have for you guys. These were the 4 times brown girls killed their collabs with Frank Ocean, and I'd love to hear what y'all think. Did they kill it, or was it mid, or were you really not feeling any of these at all? No hate, just want to hear your opinions. And once again, I want to say rest in paradise to Mr. Ryan Breaux and Mr. Zeek Bishop. Again, Ryan passed away with Zeek Bishop 2 days ago after getting into a tragic auto accident. Ryan was Frank's little brother, and his passing really inspired this video. So if you're a Frank Ocean fan like myself, let's send our collective condolences to both families.